Julio here is under new management for this fight. Alberto Chams is the manager. That's Alvaro Mercado working the corner there. Chams saying before the fight to my colleague Charles Lawrence backstage that he wasn't sure how much Julio had left. That was pretty honest pre-fight, wasn't it?
That's very, very honest. You don't hear that.
Yourself here. Fourth round. Needs to get this up a little bit. He's talked about going to America and having a big fight with one of the major names there, but to be honest with you, he has to sell himself a little bit to get to promoters and managers and television interested in that kind of a fight.
That's right, he's got to do a little better than he's doing at present. Needs to pick this up. He's just letting Julio into the fight, and Julio is just making the running by rolling forward, letting the shots go, and he's having more success.
It's a good right hand, that's better from Khaliq. Round that one through. And Khaliq do with the money that a big fight might bring him late in his career. He's got 4 children at home, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Khaliq used that jab with more authority, tried doubling it up.
Gets in the uppercut again. By the way, that cut's no worse at all for Julio. Doesn't appear to have amounted to very much.
Khaliq just spotted dab in his own eye there, so maybe he's a few doubts himself. He's got a bit of damage.
Julio again looking slow and a bit wild. Doesn't look anything like the fighter who beat Randall Bailey back in the year 2000, but he's proving a stiff enough test so far for this version of Jawaid Khaliq.
You think he's a sort of fighter, traveled a long way, that enough experience. If he starts getting in this fight and fancying it, he'll make life very hard for Khaliq.
And as you said at the beginning, Glenn, he'll see this as a way back to a few days. Where does he go if he loses again at welterweight, as he did in his debut at the weight?
Khaliq just getting outworked, doing anything. Needs to start letting those punches go.
Still with a few uppercuts in this round. As well. Missing a fair bit himself, isn't he, Julio?
Yes, he's missing with some shots, throwing a lot more.
Let's have a look at the world welterweight picture. There's no Sugar Ray Robinsons or Sugar Ray Leonards around, I'm afraid, at the moment. The welterweights.
That round jab, a double jab, right.
Corey Spink, big win over Ricardo Mayorga.
That's what we want to see more of.
Has given him the WBC, WBA and IBF belts. Antonio Margarita beginning to make a bit of a splash. The WBO champion. Khaliq has the IBO title, which in all honesty is a fringe championship. Frederick Costa there, the European champion, is the only man to have beaten Khaliq, and that was very early in Khaliq's career. A rematch between those two.
Yeah, good thing for Khaliq.
I tell you, that's a good fight against Eamon McGee, but there are opposite sides of the promotional divide. Talk about Eamon McGee fighting Sean Mitchell, knocking around this. Whether it comes to anything, we shall see. Back to this one, round 5. Blue trunks, remember Julio, the champion.
Well, for me, Khaliq has a bit to do. He's starting to just fall behind and really needs to get a foothold in this fight.
By the way, one of the judges is John Coyle, now retired referee, but he still can judge. Work that one out. Over the 65 age limit. That's what forced his retirement from refereeing in Britain, anyway. Seems to me we should use these top-class officials for as long as we can. Good body shot from Khaliq in that exchange. But there's a bit of snap of him. Sharpness.
Yes, there is. He doesn't seem to have his concentration, and he needs to do a lot more. There's a focus here.
How much of a battle has it been for him to make the weight? He was 12 ounces over the first time of asking yesterday at the weigh.
Well, that's it. It has been. He is quite a tall guy, and it must be difficult to make the welterweight limit. But he does look, he looks drained, and he's caught at a rhythm.
And I have to say, he's in with a pretty faded version of Ener Julio here. That's how it looks to me, anyway.
Well, in the first round, having first seen Julio, looked like this was going to be an easy fight with those slows, but Julio's just warming up.
Two punches from Khaliq, but a left hook back from Julio. Doesn't want to hang around on those ropes, I would say, Julio.
Still not got the timing, falling short with that right hand. Needs to step in with his punches. Don't mean them a bit more.
But this is a fighter, and I repeat this, who does usually find a way to win. The up doesn't look so good with his chin in the air and slightly upright style, but he is strong and he's got himself on the floor. He's got up to win.
Well, he's certainly done better in this round. Khaliq's starting to get a bit of trouble in his work and look to try and come forward.
Coming from Julio's mouth as he with a right uppercut. Best yet for Khaliq that last round.
Sore throat. Get Beecham's max strength.
The world's top super middleweight on Saturday fight next weekend. Joe Calzaghe in Cardiff, defending his WBO world crown. Bill on Saturday fight night. Enzo Maccarinelli 2. 8 o'clock Sports 1. But here is Jawaid Khaliq. Any inroads on the best welter in the world.
6th round coming up at one. Khaliq defending his welterweight championship. Started to move with more authority in that last round.
Just started to put a bit more into his punches.
The uppercut is the working best for him. Right uppercut, Khaliq.
In the head forward, so that is good. And the body punches good as well. That's just helping him get his timing.
The other question here is, Julio was a decent at light welterweight, has the power, travelled up to the 10.5 stone division. He's just beginning to tee off on Julio a little bit here, is Khaliq. Some good wins along the way. Takaloo, Willie Wise, the guy who beat a faded Julio Cesar Chavez. Jackie, the Pole, a couple of wins over Maxim Nestorenko, the former European champion.
signs he's starting to get back into it. Khaliq starting to get the timing right and connect with his punches.
Much more snap about Khaliq's work. Not very much coming back from Julio at the moment.
See Khaliq starting to put a combination together. Julio back. He's pretty easy to hit. You know, he's not going anywhere, Julio.
Longer it goes, better Khaliq looks at the moment. It took him a long, long time to get the engine started tonight.
Well, if he does go in with the top boys in the world, he's got to try and start bigger than he has here.
And he's really starting to hit Julio with his better punches, hooks, uppercuts, right hands. He's good with that uppercut, seen that before.
Yeah, that's a good punch, especially as Julio just dips forward, and he's got to use that time again, and especially bring the left hook off the back of that, not just a single uppercut.
Good round again for Khaliq. He's just starting to look what he is, a fringe world-class welterweight. Took him time. What has Julio got to win this fight with is a question that arises in my mind. Khaliq has landed with 15 more punches so far and thrown a few more as well.